Well, everyone, it seems Meghan Markle's circle of friends might have just gotten a little smaller, though the buzz around her is louder than ever. The internet can't stop talking about what's now being dubbed the bookstore incident. You know, that slightly awkward onstage exchange between Meghan and her old college friend, Courtney Adamo. And just when the online chatter started picking up speed, Courtney suddenly appeared on Instagram with what looked like the most enthusiastic and overly sweet thank you post ever. Coincidence, or a touch of well-timed image management? Let's break it down. So, here's what actually went down. Courtney, who's now known as a lifestyle influencer and mom blogger, hosted a book event at the Godmother's bookstore in California. One of those inspiring, let's talk about joy and intention discussions. Meghan, being the ever-supportive friend, made a surprise appearance wearing her signature brown jumpsuit, reportedly to support her longtime friend. But according to people who were there, things got awkward fast. Apparently, Meghan ended up taking a bit more of the spotlight than expected, speaking at length and steering much of the conversation. Meanwhile, Courtney kept smiling politely, that kind of tight smile you give when you're trying to keep everything on track. Now here's where it gets interesting. The day after the event, Courtney posted her usual upbeat content, pictures of books, motivational captions, and notes about gratitude, but noticeably left out any mention of Meghan. No tags, no thank yous, nothing. Then, after headlines about the awkward moment began spreading online, a brand new post appeared days later. This time, it featured Meghan alongside a heartfelt caption full of appreciation, talking about joy, friendship, and how grateful she was that Meghan came to support her. She even mentioned she could hardly sleep from all the excitement. That's when people started to wonder, was this genuine joy or a little bit of PR cleanup? Because, let's be honest, the timing seemed almost too perfect. It's possible Courtney's team suggested a post to smooth things over and redirect the conversation. After all, phrases like joy and intention sound like something straight out of an influencer's dictionary, uplifting but vague enough to fit any situation. Now, Courtney herself has faced some criticism in the past for her influencer style and the way she presents her family online. Her brand is built on positivity, aesthetic perfection, and authenticity, which is why aligning publicly with Meghan drew attention. Some fans speculated that maybe Meghan encouraged her to share that glowing post as a way to calm the headlines. It wouldn't be the first time something like that happened. There have been similar moments with other public figures in Meghan's circle whenever controversy arises. Imagine the scenario, a late-night message saying, "Hey, maybe post something nice to show we're all good." And just like that, the next day, there's a perfectly curated post with smiles, hashtags about love and light, and a message about friendship that feels almost rehearsed. In the end, we have 4 smiling women in a cozy bookstore photo, surrounded by warm lighting and positive captions. But the effort to convince everyone that everything's perfectly fine is what makes people question it in the first place. If a friendship is strong, it usually doesn't need so much explanation. Maybe Courtney was simply being kind. Maybe she wanted to show public support for an old friend. Or maybe she just didn't want any more media attention stirring things up. Whatever the reason, it's clear that the situation became more about perception than reality. And that's often what happens in Meghan's world. When something awkward unfolds, it quickly turns into a polished story meant to reshape the narrative. But the more it happens, the more it starts to look like she's constantly editing her own image as she goes. So here's to joy and intention, which in this case might just mean a graceful attempt to turn a public misunderstanding into a picture-perfect moment. Courtney, your calm professionalism is noted. Meghan, your ability to keep people talking is unmatched. And as always, the show goes on. If you enjoyed this breakdown and love keeping up with all the behind-the-scenes royal and celebrity updates, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned, because there's always more to uncover in the next chapter.